Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. In today's video, I'm going to be killing Hydra for an hour to see if it's worth killing in 2023. Is it worth camping Konar to get those Hydra tasks whenever you end up getting them? Is it worth going through all those terrible tasks to get yourself Hydra? I personally definitely do think it is. Now there's two methods of killing Hydra. You could use the melee method with the Dragon Hunter Lance, or range method with either the blowpipe or the twisted bow or whatever you might use. Today I'm going to be using the melee setup, killing it for an hour, tracking all of the loot, and seeing how much experience and how much money we can make in just one simple hour of killing this boss. As for the gear setup for my melee method, I have the Slayer Helm, the Amulet of Torture, the Fire Cape, the Rada's Blessing, Dragon Hunter Lance, the Bandos Chestplate, the Dragon Defender, Bandos Tassets, the Ferocious Gloves, we have the Primordial Boots, and I have the Ring of Suffering. It would be better if you brought the Berserker Ring Eye, but I don't have that at the moment, so this is the gear I'm using. And as for the inventory, my spec weapon is going to be the Dragon Dagger. You could either replace this with Dragon Claws, you could even use a Dragon Warhammer. I just like to spec 4 times with the Dragon Dagger. I have a Super Combat Potion, I have Antidote, a bunch of Prayer Potions, some food, and then in my rune pouch I have Alking Runes. I like to bank the bone, so that's why I do 5-6 kills a trip, and then I will leave, come back, and bank. So yeah, we're gonna see how many kills we can get in an hour, and track it all, see if it's worth killing 2023. Last year it was one of the best money making methods in the game, so I want to see if it's still as good today. As you can see on this side here, I will be tracking all of the kills that I get, and I will be tracking the experience as well. Now keep in mind, I've got most of my Hydra kills with the range method. I'm very new to the melee method, so I'm taking a little bit more damage than maybe I should, but I'll show you guys a basic rundown. I'm going to start the hour timer right now, and I'll pod up, and we'll head into the boss room. For my quick prayers, I have it to magic and piety, so we're going to put that on right now. Enter the boss room. I am, like I said, rusty with the melee method, but it is what it is. Let's get a couple kills, make a lot of money this hour, and see how we can do. So I start by luring the boss over to this side right here and switching the prayers correctly, and hopefully running up and doing some decent amount of damage on the boss. Now it depends where you want to dump your spec weapon in. I like to do it on the blue phase to try to avoid as much damage there as I possibly can, but it is what it is. Just make sure you do the prayers correctly, and you shouldn't take too much damage. The thing I really like about the melee method is you don't use as many supplies, right? You're either going to be using a ton of darts if you use the blowpipe, or a ton of charges with the crystal armor if you use the bofa. The twisted bow though is pretty good, but twisted bow is probably the best method for killing Hydra, but I unfortunately do not have that. So we took a little bit of unnecessary damage there. I have the tile markers to kind of give me like a way to start setting it up, but should be pretty easy. Get some specs in here. When he starts letting out the lightning, I run away for a second to try and avoid it, but good specs in here. Back to the lance, and we will come up here, lure him onto the blue platform, and get some good hits in. Now ideally, if you don't do enough damage, the flame skipping thing is very annoying here, but or I should say the black phase here is very annoying. Oh, we messed up there. Yeah, see, I'm a little a little rusty at this method here, but it's okay. Very rusty. I'm just a lot more confident with the range for some reason, but I want to get really good at killing Hydra with melee, because it's just fun for some reason. It's really fun to do. But as you can see, I take a lot of unnecessary damage that I shouldn't be really, but it's just because I'm new to the melee method. But you can hit a decent amount with the melee method, and there's a lot of things that I could be improving on as well, so. And there's a first Hydra kill. I do click a lot. A lot of people say that you click way too much, but that's just kind of how I've always played the game. So we got our first kill, under 3 minutes, not the best, definitely not the worst though. So let's do this for an hour. Okay, not too bad, 5 kill trip there. So I'll show you how I bank. I pretty much just go to my house or whatever way. You could just use a house teleport. I drink the Ornite pool. I go to my another bank, which I use the crafting guild. Easy to get to if you have it in your house. And then I just bank everything and repeat this. So this is how I basically go. I just deposit like everything that all the drops, whatever, the potions, everything that I got from Hydra. And then I'll just start over again. I will grab a super combat potion, and then I will go grab an antidote. I will grab the 5 whatever prayer potions that I would need, and then just fill the rest of the inventory with food. To get back to Hydra, I use the Mount Corim teleport, and yeah, that's pretty much how we get there. Okay, so we are 16 minutes in right now, and we have 643k, and we've gained 41,000 experience so far, so really not doing too bad. Okay, so we have 28 minutes left. We've done 10 kills. We're at 1.3, almost 1.4 million, and gained 84,000 experience. This might be really good. Okay, so we got another 9 minutes left on the counter, so we can only probably get a couple of more kills, but we are at pretty much 2 million GP and 134,000 XP. Okay, so we got 30 seconds left on the timer, so it's not like we can go get another kill, so I'm just going to teleport out and show you guys what happened in the hour. Okay, so we managed to get 19 kills in the hour, which I don't think is too bad. I mean, there's probably people that can get 25, maybe 30 if they have like a twisted bow or something. We didn't get any like of the great drops, obviously. So just from the basic drops, 2.5 million GP an hour. Maybe we use 300k of supplies. So still over 2 million GP an hour without a big ticket drop. So that's still consistent money over time. And using melee, you obviously use less supplies than if you were to do range. So I'm pretty happy with the 2.5 million GP. The thing about this boss is it drops a ton of alchables and tons of resources that are always going out of the game, like bones, and then also like herbs and, you know, whatever it might be, like sharks and stuff. It's really nice when you get the food and the potion drops as well, because you can actually just stay there for a lot longer. And you also will get the occasional just coin drop, which definitely adds up as well. So very good money and very good for Ironman, because you get a bulk of supplies. And let's go over now to the experience gain in the hour. 160,000 XP, 160k XP is actually decent, to be completely honest. 25k Slayer experience an hour, so not the worst. Definitely could be better if you do other creatures or use a cannon or whatever, but for a boss, 25k Slayer an hour is actually pretty decent, considering how much money we made as well. And then because I was on the shared attack style, we got 31k attack, 31k defense. The reason we got 38k strength is because of the Dragon Dagger special attack, and then we got 33,000 HP as well. I'm trying to think of what the magic XP was from. Oh, high alching, obviously. So we high alched a bunch of the loot in the hour, of course. But yeah, 160,000 XP, pretty decent. Hydra's a really cool boss, and I think it's the boss that I definitely have the most KC at. We've gotten 2,489 kill count in the past 2 years of just doing this task from time to time. So do I think it's worth doing Konar to get Hydra tasks? Definitely it is, because even just off the drops, like the regular drops, you're making 2+ million GP an hour, and you could land the big ticket drops or even the pet or something like that, right? So even if you were to get, say, a Hydra's leather, that's like 7 million GP. Hydra's claws, 35 million GP. So some hours you're gonna make a lot more than others, and it's a very chill boss, and every time you kill it you get at least 100,000 GP. So definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing Konar to get yourself Hydra tasks. Definitely one of my favorite bosses in the game. Overall, 100% Hydra is worth killing in 2023. Get yourself up to the Slayer level and go hunt Hydra. One of the best bosses in the game that you could just camp over and over and over when on task, obviously. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you went ahead and watched the whole video, comment 2.5 mil down in the comments below. Thank you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.